What's going on, guys? So we are here in Richmond at Richmond Raceway. We had people from Florida, Poppin, Jake, RJ. They're hosting Battle of the North up here in Richmond. So it's been a while since we've been on the channel trying to do some stuff. Really busy with work, but we're gonna make this a super short intro and we're gonna get right to it. All right, so we're walking around. It has been too loud to see anything, hear anything with this microphone. And everybody playing their bed boxes and everybody's truck running inside of this. It's been kind of complicated to try to vlog anything, and I'm hoping now that it's a little bit quiet. I spoke too soon, but we're gonna head outside and get a little bit of vlog content and then come back in here.
I got anxiety, dude. I don't even know what I'm supposed to say. You gotta ask me questions. All right, my name is Michael Lundy. I got a 2003 Chevy Tahoe. It's a custom paint job. It's Cosmic Turquoise from TCS. It's stock 5.3. It's got a 7 to 9 FTS on it, chrome cross member, 10 to 12 rear lift in it. It's got 28 by 16s on it. I modified the rear hatch to, it doesn't have the regular glass anymore. It's got a plexiglass window, and it has the Cadillac Escalade taillights, those 7 to 13 ones. The interior, all the interior is pretty stock except for the door panels. They're custom. I got 3 10s, 3 tweeters, and 1 horn on a 3K on the 10s. And then there's a 800.4 on the horns, the tweeters. And then in the back, I've got 8 SoundCube HDX 3.2 12s on 4 SoundCube Q6000s. And then I got 135 amp hours of C-Max to power it all, and 2 370 amp volts up under the front.
I hit a wood before, that's my dash. Look, I ain't got time for the romance. Cocaine, have a plan when I finance. I'm a madness. I'm a
We're gonna head over to Poppin's new truck. He just unveiled it. I got some really cool videos of it coming in. It's parked over here, so we're actually gonna run over there real quick, but we're gonna take the long way around. While there's no music in here, I'm not gonna jinx myself. We're gonna try to knock out as much of this vlog as possible, so that's what we're gonna do. As many of y'all have probably seen with all the squat stuff going on, Paul Davis, who owns this truck right here, everybody jumped off the ground with their actions. I don't know how I personally feel about it. I might feel a little iffy, but in terms of the actual bag work, it is kind of cool. It is kind of it's fast, it's quick, and it draws a lot of attention. But yeah, so we're gonna see just how many trucks we can see out today. If you don't remember, he won King of the Streets my show in October. So he actually has done a lot to that truck since then. I think the lift is still powdered the same, but I think he did the purple for the body. So if we kind of go through this, I miss my Cognito a lot. I miss my 10 to 12. Love the colors. I had pink and green instead of purple and green, but I really miss my Cognito. Alright, so that's what, our counter is 1. Yeah, so he's got a bag kit. So I think he's running 28 by 16s on 38s, which is a great setup. I had him on my super lift, and I'll put that right here. But I'm super excited to see that some of these guys are really building their trucks and really doing it. But another thing with that is he actually got pulled, I think it was like 2 weeks ago in Richmond by state cops, and he got his other truck impounded and his other truck towed away. So he's getting pretty harassed by cops, like all of us are. And as a community, we need to come together and kind of do something about that. I mean, other than being reckless and being stupid, but try to come together and get something done. So, but if you don't remember, he won King of the Streets at my show. So we're gonna kind of walk around and see what else we can find. I've missed my Cognito a lot, but okay. If you remember my truck, and I'll put that picture up too. When I was on my Cognito, I'll put it right here. So this is Poppin's new truck. right? Brand new GMC Denali. This is the one he's had, but he put the lift on, got the wheels on, everything powdered, everything paint matched, done exactly how he wants it. And if you know the relationship that I have with Poppin' Clutches, and you know how good of a person he is, you should know that he is, nobody deserves this more than he does, 100%. Nobody else is more deserving to be able to build a truck like this, to do the things that you got to do. So I'm, you know, super proud of him and all the work that he does, you know, to keep doing what he's doing. But like I said, I mean, he is the most humble person, even with his following, with everything he has. He is the most humble person, and if anybody deserves to be able to build something like this, it is him. So I'm glad that he got this all done. All right, so Landon, you just pointed out something to me. We have a red 16 to 18 and a red 16 to 18. So we kind of have a twin truck going on here. And they kind of look the same. I think one's just on spindles and one's just leveled. But they're pretty much twins. But it's kind of cool to have one and the other. So if you were going to have one, which one would you have?
Leveled.
You would take the level. Why would you take the leveled one?
It would drive better.
That's right. Man, just because it rides better doesn't mean it's the better choice.
No, like.
All right, so Rolling Thunder, Noah, they just got this truck done. This is an F450 with a striker kit that they just put on. You know, this thing is kind of big. They literally finished it yesterday before the show today. So they just got it done enough to clean it, but it does look really, really good. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, Noah and them actually built this gigantic dually, and I know that y'all have seen this dually multiple times on my channel. They continue to build it, and add more and more. They continue to do audio with it, audio and lighting, you know, constantly adding stuff. This thing is humongous, you know, and I don't know, this dude's got more money than I do, I can tell you that. If I had the money this dude had, my big truck would be back and it'd look exactly like this. But, you know, they really did a lot of work with this, and the biggest thing that people realize is they wanted to hide the bag system because this truck is on bags. So they tucked it up on a cantilever and tucked it up and away. That way it was out of the way, and it's something interesting you don't see very often, but it did come out really, really nice. You said, how did they do that? All right, so that cantilever, it kind of works like a hub, right? So when they air down, it presses, and this up here shrinks, and it shrinks, it rotates it, and as it rotates it, it pushes that down. So the whole thing rotates and comes down. Yeah, it's a big cantilever system, pretty much. All right, I've already recorded this today, but I'm gonna record it again because I know he's all the way aired out. Can't fit your finger under there. That is definition of on the tire. Air system in the back, full setup. All right, this thing is leaning. I mean, let's look at his point of view here. Let's line it up straight. Can't see the road. Can't see the road. No, sir. Beautiful powder, though. Beautiful. Shine your phone on that, Landon. Shine your flashlight. Oh, boy. Look at that blue. That is a beautiful blue. Beautiful blue. But, I mean, he's always had this thing nice, so, you know, he's always gotten this good. So I just learned something with this truck. So I just learned that, let's see. Yeah. So this is a 10 to 12 Kelderman kit for the Fords. They also make them for the Dodges, but I just wanted to bring up something to everybody, right? Because I solid axle swapped my truck with F250 axles, and my truck is a bag kit as well, but the only difference is this is the full mounting bag plate, top and bottom. It also is a fully bolt-on kit, where mine had to be welded on because I solid axle swapped it and did a little more custom stuff. So, you know, just a little bit difference, but I do want to show how big my truck is. These are 42s, okay? The bottom of that truck will hit this. where my tires were on 44s and I cleared them. So in terms of size, you know, it's a humongous truck, but just not quite big enough. This paint's pretty clean. What do you think, Landon?
It's alright.
It's alright. That is probably the cleanest black paint. If anybody knows, black paint is the hardest to keep clean. But no, this thing is clean. I mean, even the lift is like gloss black. You know, it's got a few swirls here and there, but you know, if they drive it, that's what you get. But
It could always be worse.
But the paint is flawless. Looks like glass. Looks like glass. What's going on, guys? So we are back at home after the show today. We had a great time, plenty of people. I saw a lot of people that I don't normally see up this way, you know, especially with a lot of guys coming from out of state. You know, we saw Micah today, he's from Georgia, you know, with Jake, Poppin, you know, they're from Florida. I had some people I know from Ohio come down. But one big thing that I want to bring up is the unwavering support that you guys give me. You know, I haven't posted in months, and to still haven't done anything to my trucks, haven't posted, and to just show up at a show to film and everybody's asking me about it, everybody's trying to get me to bring my stuff, you know, to work on my stuff, to bring it back out. I can't thank you guys enough. But with that being said, I do want to show you some things on this truck of why it's taking so long and what the plans are to fix that now that we've sat down and waited for a while to really try to figure out the best option. So let's go ahead and go through that. One of the biggest things that we have are these paint chips right here. So I don't know exactly, you know, what caused them, but I have them on the back door. I also have them on the front door. You know, and we went through and started to take our badges off and to get our stuff off, but we ran into an issue on the other side, and I brought it up before, but it's something that we definitely need to take care of. So let me go ahead and go to the other side and show you guys that. Alright, one thing that we noticed as I was trying to film this is there is a nest. Hold on, I'm going to give the stick to Summer because she's going to knock it out. So I was just deciding I was going to film, and there is a nest in the engine bay. Hold on. There is a nest down in there. And turn my brightness up so that way you guys can see. Now, what type of nest do you think that is, guys? Because I have no idea. And I only noticed it because it was sticking out right there. And we just drove this truck like yesterday, day before yesterday, and that was not there. So I don't know. This is just as confusing for me
There ain't nothing in it.
Okay. So we just have
We just had a nest.
we just had an empty nest.
Yeah. I'm pushing it to the bottom.
Okay. Now, with us having 1 million squirrels, do you think that possibly could have been a squirrel?
Maybe.
Maybe, but there wasn't enough nuts.
There ain't no nuts at all.
So it's a female squirrel. Is what I'm hearing. Could be a female squirrel. You see the size of that nest? That's what come out. That's what come out of the engine bay right there. That is crazy. I don't know what it is, but either way, we got it out. Okay, so now that the nest is out, and I'll show you all that in a second, we went to go tear the trim off, and I know it's 3M, I probably just need to peel that off. But as we peeled off the back door, it's a different color. This is like gray, and it's not primer. Like, it has a clear coat. It's glossy. That's not primer. So I don't know what's going on with that, and I don't know exactly how to fix that. And we're kind of working through that. And you know, as we go down the bed here, you know, it's got places on it where they scraped it from where I bought it. I love the taillights, but bottom's chipped. And then you come over here and the top's chipped, and then we've got dents in the bed, and so there's just a couple things that we need to really take care of with this truck that we're slowly going to take care of. But at the time being, we're just going to slowly unveil it, and I don't know quite where, but I think we'll get that into the next video. Alright, so that's kind of it for today's video. We went to the show, kind of went over the truck, but we're going to go ahead and get ready for the next video that should be dropping like next week, now that we have a little more time, and I'm trying to get more back into this for you guys, and for myself, really. I really enjoy doing this, and I haven't been able to recently, and that's something that I kind of want to get back on track with. So I love being with you guys and the support that y'all give me, and you know, like I said earlier, I can't make these videos without you guys. Like, there'd be no point. So I'm gonna keep giving that to y'all and keep putting out the content that y'all want to watch. So, but we're gonna go ahead and get y'all in the next one.
Maybe I just wanna be an outlaw. Lord knows I've never been a saint. Lord is gonna be my downfall. Right or wrong, I'ma take it to the grave. I'm a